A clip resurfaced showing Steve Harvey telling his audience not to leave America because Donald Trump is not going to be that bad. This video came back to light as the current election cycle continues to ramp up. Harvey said, he's going to make America great again. Let's go, Donald Trump. Why do you think more Black people, especially Black men, seem to be endorsing Donald Trump? Al, we'll go to you first.
I think Black people and especially Black men are supportive of him because he's a renegade. He doesn't follow rules. He runs through red lights. He runs through stop signs. He makes his own rules. He creates his own narrative. And it's something about a man in power not following the rules of the masses that excites us because we ourselves are constantly being degraded and forced to follow rules that are not good for us. So I think they see that in him. There's one thing that I've always said, I definitely am not a Donald Trump supporter, but what I have always said that I appreciate about this man is that he does not make any excuses for his ridiculousness. And he is consistently ridiculous and consistently rude and consistently, changing the narratives. And he's just consistent, if nothing else. It's a horrible thing, but I think that is the thing that Black people, especially Black men, can relate to.
All right, Armand, I know you kind of like Donald Trump.
Well, I agree. I agree with you, Al. I think that a lot of that is true. And honestly, now this may not be the greatest idea, but I also think, a lot of the younger Black Americans too, they like Donald Trump because he's entertainment, and I think that a lot of people are entertained by him. Now, that doesn't make it right, but I think a lot of people are entertained by the fact that he doesn't care, the fact that he will go out there and, be brutally honest and say what he feels. And so that attracts a lot of people. And then to some people, when you get into what his policies are, people believe that, he's a great businessman. And so they feel like,
as he's laden with fraud, bank fraud, all types of fraud, laden with raping women, laden with all types of to the tune of $440 million in fines.
But you got to think about it. We're in the world of, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I'm just saying we're in the world of reality television. Everybody wants to be entertained. Donald Trump is a shit show, and we all love to watch it.
You want to be entertained by the president of the United States.
I'm not
this younger group is driving. I just think I got more gray hair because of you.
We got to be honest, though. People are entertained by Trump. Like somebody has to say it.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I just got one question.
I'm not doing it with
just one question. No, just one question. I promise you, I'm gonna be light. Just one question. So you would cast a vote for someone that entertains you, but's taking the rights of your sisters. You're the oldest brother in that family, taking the rights of your sisters' bodies, telling your mother what she can do with her body. You're supporting someone because they're entertaining you, taking out Black history in the school systems, teaching them the truth about slavery. You are supporting someone and casting a vote for someone who is a known fraud, who's a known rapist. I'm just confused. Like, we are letting our morals take a backseat to entertainment. I just want to be sure.
Somebody had to say it. Donald Trump is entertaining. The question was asked, why do so many Black people like him? Let's be real. Like, you're not gonna trap me up in there. Nigga, people want to be entertained. Like,
come on down this lane. Come on down my lane.
I'm gonna jump in here. To think that I hate that the narrative that all someone has to do is put on a clown show and that's going to be enough to influence Black people. Like, we're not that aware and that we don't know what's going on. And I feel sorry for the lower level thinking Black people that are falling for this. I call them mouth breathers, the people who breathe with their mouth wide open, that are just like that all the time, because you've got to be an idiot to not remember what we were going through. I know time has gone by and things got better, but let me just read this quick tweet that attorney Benjamin Crump put out. Dear Katie Britt, when Trump was president, food lines were 5 miles long. Remember that? I do. Yep. Our dead loved ones were stored in refrigerator trucks. Remember that? Yep. I do. COVID. We lost thousands of hardworking jobs. We lost our jobs and homes Good God, we had to use coffee filters to wipe our asses. We could not buy paper towels. We could not buy hand sanitizer. That is when inflation actually started because Trump's trade deal with China. Now, a lot of people don't want to be bothered with the details, but I do want to be bothered with the details because I choose to educate myself and not just go by who's funny and who gives a funny one-liner, because I think that's idiotic. This is our future in our lives. If we sit there and continue to let the clowns rule the nation, then we deserve everything we get. People were really suffering. And I can't believe that you guys were, not y'all, but people have forgotten that we were locked in our houses for 1 year, not under Joe Biden. Mm-hmm. And also immigration, crossing the borders was huge at that time.
Whole nother conversation.
Huh?
I said, God, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yes, and let me also remind you that they were so horrible at the border that they were separating kids from their parents and losing the information, so they never reunited with their families ever again. Kids were dying at the border and getting sexually abused. This is not under Joe Biden. This is under Donald Trump. This is when the price gouging started. And this is also when Trump gave one of the biggest tax cuts to rich people in history. And guess who got less tax credits in America? The middle class. Y'all can smile, y'all can laugh.
I'm not laughing.
This is scary to me.
I'm agreeing with you. I just find it interesting, though, that we do have to pay attention to what this younger generation is saying back to us. And for some reason, we must have failed to show them the side that you're talking about, that I'm talking about, because it's trumping basic logic. He is violating the Constitution of the United States of America and wants to rewrite it. And we've got to stop that, whether he's entertaining or not. But we got to go to commercial because Destiny is telling us to tease.
She is.
We could put a pin in it here and come
We're going to go. I'm going to say this in closing. I'm embarrassed that all it took was $1,400 to buy some people's votes. I'm going to say that.